Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down a highly specific, honestly pretty fascinating blueprint circulating online right now. It claims that you can generate actual cryptocurrency rewards without risking a single cent of your starting capital. Sounds a bit like a pipe dream, right? Well, we're going to visually dissect exactly how this automated digital hustle works, leveraging Binance Square, completely free AI tools, and a very targeted content strategy. Okay, let's dive straight into this. The entire foundation of this explainer rests on this single, very important digit, 0. The source material is incredibly adamant about this. Absolutely no financial investment is required to execute this strategy. Literally none. You aren't buying paid subscriptions, there are no premium tools to unlock, and you absolutely aren't trading your own capital. But, and this is a big but as we're going to see, zero financial investment definitely does not mean zero effort. Which brings us right to the strict condition outlined in our source material. 30 minutes a day for 3 months. The creator firmly states that if you cannot commit this exact chunk of time every single day, this strategy simply will not work for you. You have to trade your time instead of your money. The whole idea is to redirect, say, half an hour you might otherwise spend doom scrolling or gaming into executing a very specific daily checklist. Honestly, if you don't have that time, the source explicitly suggests skipping this process altogether. All right, moving to our next section, method of zero investment earning. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the specific proof of concept the creator highlighted to validate this whole method. Look at these reported past rewards showcased directly in their account. We're talking 675 USDT right here, another 300 USDC over there, alongside thousands of other platform tokens. Now, to be absolutely clear, this isn't some guaranteed wealth promise. Rather, it's just a demonstration of what the internal reward structures actually look like when a creator's content successfully drives engagement and trading activity on the platform. Let's look at what you actually need to start. Section: Required accounts and initial prep. So we clearly contrast the barriers here. On the left side, what's not required? Zero capital, zero paid software. It's totally free. But on the right, look at those strict requirements. Aside from that daily 30-minute commitment we talked about, you must have a fully verified Binance account. You also need active profiles on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. This is essentially an omnipresent strategy. You aren't just dropping a post in one place and hoping for the best, you are actively building a distribution network across 3 major platforms simultaneously. Now, the absolute most critical piece of this initial setup is your UID, or user ID. It's basically a unique identification number you can find just by tapping the top left menu in your Binance app. So why does this matter so much? Because to get approved for the official Binance Square Creator Rewards, you can't just sign up blindly on a website. According to the source, you have to provide this exact UID to an existing, already approved creator, usually by dropping it in the comments of their specific post. They then take your UID and pass it directly to the internal team. That's the secret handshake that initiates your official onboarding process. All right, on to the engine of this whole operation, creating content with AI. The source outlines an exact 3-step workflow here, and yes, it is entirely free. First, you open up ChatGPT and ask it for a fundamental analysis of a specific coin. But crucially, you have to command it to condense that info into a tight, punchy 60-second video script. Second, you take that generated text over to CapCut, which is a free editing app, and use its automated text-to-speech feature to create a professional-sounding voiceover. Finally, for the visuals, the source shares this really clever workaround. You open YouTube Shorts, tap the Google Gemini integration icon, and prompt it to generate relevant free images and animations based on your script. You stitch all that together in CapCut, and boom, you have a polished daily 60-second crypto analysis video ready to ship out. Next up, let's talk about connecting the dots to actually get paid. Onboarding with Binance. Let's look at the timeline to see how this builds a continuous income loop. Step 1, as we discussed a minute ago, is sharing your UID to get your foot in the door. In Step 2, the internal team sends you an official QR code or an email. Once you accept that, Step 3 is where the real magic happens. A brand new, totally separate referral dashboard unlocks right within your app. This dashboard is what provides your unique tracking links, and then Step 4 is the daily execution. Every single time you post your AI-generated video on Binance Square, Instagram, and X, you paste that unique link right in the description. When your viewers click that link and then engage your trade, the internal dashboard tracks the whole thing. And that's how you get rewarded. Which begs the question, what are you actually posting about? How to analyze a coin? Now, there is a massive warning from the source material here. Your AI prompts absolutely must yield valuable, accurate content. If you just post robotic, generic garbage, your audience will instantly leave negative comments, your credibility will completely tank, and literally nobody will click your links. So if you're going to tell ChatGPT to write a script about, say, the open coin, you first need to understand its fundamental use case yourself. For example, OpenLedger is a platform designed for building AI agents, and its unique selling point is that it actually rewards data creators. Think about it. If someone builds an AI model and uses a photographer's database of nature pictures to train it, OpenLedger ensures that original creator is compensated in open tokens. That is real-world, tangible utility, and it makes for a highly engaging video topic. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how you verify the tokenomics before you ever hit post. The source shows how to pull all of this directly from the Binance Info tab. You check the market cap, currently sitting at 85 million. You look at the supply limits, 1 billion maximum with 225 million currently out there circulating. But most importantly, you check the demand, noting a massive 24-hour volume peak of $1.8 billion. Feeding these specific, hard metrics into your AI script is what ensures your 60-second video is actually informative and, most importantly, trustworthy to the viewer. But to really make your content stand out from the noise, you have to dig into the deeper, fundamental indicators. The source highlights some incredible metrics for OpenLedger here. 2 million network transactions, over 2,000 connected smart contracts, and nearly 10,000 connected wallets. But you know what the real hooks for your audience are? The macro moves. OpenLedger has an upcoming AI partnership with Microsoft. Furthermore, the famously influential South Korean trading market has officially permitted the coin on institutional balance sheets. When your AI video highlights massive Microsoft partnerships and institutional South Korean adoption, viewers are going to watch until the very end. And crucially, that's when they'll trust you enough to click your referral links.
All right, bringing us to the final and, frankly, hardest hurdle. Condition for success, consistency.
90. This is the total number of days you must execute this strategy without taking a single break. You are generating an AI video, writing out the description with your unique dashboard link, and posting it across Binance Square, Instagram, and X every single day for 90 days straight. The source is absolute on this point. Those rewards we saw earlier, they are the result of compounding daily effort, not just some fun little weekend experiment. So the crucial takeaway here is this. The information is free. The AI tools are completely free. The platform access is free. The only currency you're actually spending is your own time and your own focus. So ask yourself, do you actually have the discipline to sit down for 30 minutes a day and execute this 90-day zero investment blueprint? Or are you just going to remain on the sidelines watching others do it? That is the ultimate question you have to answer before you even begin. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we will definitely see you on the next one.